Hello, beautiful, divine, abundant beings. My name is AstroPapi, and we're going to be doing a collective reading to see what's going on and who this message is exactly for. This is a YouTube channel where I love to use tarot, astrology, and spirituality to inspire, motivate others to be in their authenticity and in their life purpose. So the cards that we have today are the Fool. Releasing cycles and patterns of overthinking is what I'm hearing, but overthinking from what? Let's see. The Sun card. Okay, you're supposed to be more out. You're supposed to be more in public. You're supposed to reset your own narrative. You're supposed to reset your own timeline. For whoever I'm reading, you have been hermited for a little bit too long. You have done so much excavation. Excavation, aka shedding. Shedding is when we're releasing, right? When we're letting go of things, where we are looking at what led us to be destructive in our past, self-destructive, or to be in relationships and friendships where we're not valued. I get this energy of remorse and guilt within you, wishing that you could go back into the past and change things, but give yourself more grace and give yourself more compassion, because the universe knows that you have a purpose where it involves so much more than you know right now. It involves connections with people. It involves one-on-one conversations. It involves you putting yourself out there. For some of you, I'm getting the message that you're supposed to be a counselor, you're supposed to be a therapist, an art therapist. For others of you, because the sun does represent youth, so does the Fool, it could be working with children. But for the overwhelming majority of you, I'm hearing your work is supposed to involve connections with others. For some of you, the sun also can represent creativity, but your creativity has something therapeutic to it. Therapeutic energy codes, therapeutic light codes is what I'm hearing, meaning that your art has a meaning for healing. For others of you, I'm getting the energy that you just bring joy into people. You bring a solar charge into people. And you might sometimes feel like, I'm not happy, so how am I able to give other people happiness? And truth be told, we're never one full element ever. We're never fully sad all the time, and we're never fully happy all the time. And what I'm just hearing is that you need to let go of these very hard expectations you're putting on yourself, and you need to let go of whatever happened in the past, because whether you like it or not, the hardships that you have gone through, the betrayals that you have gone through, the fallouts that you have gone through with others, it's all leading you to become the person who you are now. Had it not been for those experiences, I'm hearing, then you would not have felt the need to really focus in on self-love, on a connection to source, to spirit, to the universe. So, you know, spirituality, spiritual awakenings, they come in two ways. One is the fake way, and the other one is the real way. The fake way is somebody's like, oh, I see this on social media and I want to do this light worker stuff, and I want to get known for being a light worker because this can make me money and fame. That's the first way. And there's a lot of people like that. I hate to say it. But the second way is when you felt like you did not have a choice, but to seek some outside source of support. And this isn't a source that is human. This is a source that is ethereal, in the cosmos, in the spiritual plane. You needed healing in a moment where that was the only thing that can keep you holding on to your life journey. And you have hit the highest, you have hit the lowest lows. But remember, in the Kabbalion, which has the Hermetic laws, it states the law of polarity, which is that for every low, there's a high, for every high, there's a low. And for as much difficulty, pain, turmoil, turbulence you go through, always remember that the pendulum will swing, and you will receive an equal amount in that volume of joy, of peace, of happiness, of tranquility. So what I'm hearing is that you need to start doing stuff that is more centered on joy and fun, especially when I'm looking at the Sun card here. For some of you, I'm hearing that there's like certain deities that are Venusian like. So this could be Aphrodite in Greek mythology. This can be Oshun in the pantheon of the Orisha, the Yoruba path. I get this like very beautiful Venusian energy, but I'm also getting solar energy as well. So this in Greek mythology could show up as Helios or Apollo. Like I get this energy of guides that want you to have more enthusiasm in life. For some of you, I'm hearing your ancestors want you to do more for yourself. They might want you to do more therapeutic acts at home for yourself, whether that's painting more or redecorating your home or journaling. Like I'm hearing that this is your moment where you're about to enter your era of peace. You're about to enter your era of joy, and you're about to build new friendships that you have no idea how good it's going to be, that you do not see coming yet. But what does it take for you to get there? For those of you, I'm also hearing love, romantic love, divine partnership. But what's it going to take for you to get there? That's the question we're all asking, right? All right, well, let's pull some cards and find out. If this is resonating with you, please make sure to like, share, and comment, and subscribe. All right, the next card that we have is the world. You need to be outside in the world, baby. You need to put yourself out there. You need to go to things that you like. And it's not about, oh, I got to be spending a dime to go out. Sorry, a card fell down. We have the Six of Cups, nurturing the inner child. So it's not necessarily about going out for going out's sake. It's going out with intention. I'm not saying go hit the nightclub, except if you do like that and that makes you happy, then go ahead and do it. But I'm not really getting that. What I'm really getting is taking yourself out more, perhaps reconnecting with a select few people, because I feel like you've cleared a lot of social circles. You're probably leaving certain friendships behind, or you left a lot. And I think that you want to be more purposeful, or that's the energy that I'm getting, that you want to be more purposeful with your connections, your social connections. And what I'm hearing is that as you have accelerated your vibration in the dark, in your solitude, in your hermit phase, remember that the universe doesn't want you hermited forever. And you have already shifted and elevated your vibration, your frequency, your thoughts. So now your auric field is a magnet for more higher vibrational people. And you already have enough discernment. You need to trust yourself more, is what I'm hearing from spirit. Because I feel like you still bully yourself over, allowing the wrong people in, allowing negative friendships in. It already happened. They're all out of the way. Now the coast is clear. Some people are always going to miss you. Some people are always going to want to come back. But you have the discernment. You know better. And don't feel bad about, hurting anybody's feelings. But move forward. And what I'm hearing is when you put yourself out there, when you go out in the world, you are naturally going to attract people without expecting it. For some of you, I just see you going to a cafe and going to read a book, or going to a bookstore, going to a gallery, or going to a museum, going to spiritual events, healing circles, sound medicine circles. For others of you, I see you going on like short road trips. Like you don't have to spend a fortune for this. It can be as simple as like, I'm going to a museum on a free museum day, or I'm going to start going to some local galleries. I'm going to walk to the closest place of nature. But I'm hearing like, make sure that you sit somewhere where there's coffee, where there's people. This can be even just taking yourself out to a nice jazzy bar, or taking yourself out to like a restaurant that you like. Doesn't have to be all high end, right? And just be present with yourself. Bring a book that you like. For some of you, I'm seeing you're just reading a random book, and people just being attracted to you based on what you're reading, asking you what you're reading about, and you're starting to build friendships. Through these friendships, I'm hearing that you're going to find a sense of community, people who understand what you're going through, because spirituality is a lone path. And, I do private readings, and a lot of the clients that I meet tell me, like, you're the only person I could talk to who understands this. And, that was me too. Before I started my YouTube, that was me too. I didn't really have anybody to talk to about this. I was talking to so many different deities, and I have all these deity videos on my channel, and I was just like, yo, I have no idea like where this is going to go, who this is going to go to, but I'm tired of having all these like huge spiritual messages and downloads. And I get that you get intuitive messages, and sometimes they could be like very, I don't want to use the word intense, but very impactful and very strong. But it's like, who do I share this with? For some of you, you need to start writing them down. For others of you, you need to incorporate it into your artwork. But I'm hearing journaling is very powerful to ground your messages. But here's the thing. When I started making my channel, and I don't mean to make this about myself, but this will relate back to you, I think the biggest blessing was I started meeting people all around the world like me, who see certain similar things, who also care about spirituality, care about mythology, and uncovering the truth with it. And I felt like I wasn't just this random nerd, this random spiritual nerd out there. So if you feel like there's nobody who understands you, what I'm hearing from the universe, from spirit, is that you actually are going to meet this year and next year a lot of your spiritual circle, your spiritual network, the network that you were meant to reincarnate and know. And this is going to be big and this is going to be impactful. For others of you, I'm hearing like you deserve like a trip somewhere, like a short trip if you have to make it short, or it doesn't even have to be so far away. It could be like taking the train to the next town over, making it a day trip, coming back home later. But it feels like there's something big coming for you, and all you need to do is prioritize your joy. I really get like inner child energy because the sun is the inner child, and I'm hearing things that make your inner child happy. The Six of Cups also came out. That's like very much like the past. So if you used to like going to museums as a kid, if you were always like a science nerd as a kid, or you liked art as a kid or dance, like start incorporating more stuff into that, okay? Start investing in what your passions are, especially because when you're connecting with that, your higher self is happy because your higher self connects with you through a very unique way. For some people, it might be writing, tarot, dancing, being out in nature, singing, playing a certain instrument, even like a sound bowl. All right, whatever it is. Perhaps it's cooking, like whatever it is, yo, because cooking is also very ancestral. So I'm just hearing do things that are impactful for your soul, that nourish your soul, not just your human, because that's going to create a higher self connection, and that's going to elevate your vibration. And when you're connected with your higher self, then you become this beacon, and this beacon that signals to the higher selves of others that you're supposed to meet that you're ready to make some connections. The next card that we have is the Page of Pentacles. Random work opportunities, sudden work opportunities. Spirit is correcting me and saying they're not random. They're all divinely aligned, but to the human perception, they'll feel random. If you put yourself out there, you're about to get certain jobs. You might get certain careers. You might get certain like opportunities just through social connections. So it really does feel like you need to incorporate the intention of community moving forward because you're supposed to meet new people. The hard work, yo, has been done and complete, and now you deserve to be in an era where it is more solar charge, where it's more of a Notion charge, where it's more about celebrating who you are, celebrating your growth, celebrating your skills, celebrating your existence on this plane. The next card that we have is the Queen of Swords. I feel this energy of like the people who hurt you in the past. For some of you, this is specifically an ex. For others, it feels like past friends. I'm not gonna lie, like once they start seeing you being more out there and glowing up, I get this energy of them wanting to reconnect with you. So that's where you gotta be careful because people on a spiritual level, whether they're conscious of it or not, they can sense energy. And if you're somebody where you're upgrading your energy and now you're starting to be more social, that will create a doorway for the past to want to like come in. And that's where you have to set boundaries and you have to remind yourself, you know what, I have compassion for this person even though they hurt me, but is it gonna be honorable to me? Is this gonna honor me to allow this negative person back into my life? You really gotta think that. And I'm kind of hearing, I hate to say it, some people have not changed. Some people will present themselves like they have changed, and within 2 weeks, you're gonna start seeing the downfall all over again, and you're gonna regret it. So as you're purifying your energy, as you're elevating your energy, which you are doing, do not allow anybody from the past to come back in. Lastly, we have the Three of Wands. You're very much in a new energy field, and I'm just hearing that you're not supposed to be hidden. I'm going to take out one more, the High Priestess. And it's like, yeah, you're an intuitive. Like, you have very strong intuition. And I know that sometimes that can make us feel like, oh, like, it's a lot of energy to be outside. And I'm just hearing, like, be in spaces where the vibration is higher. If you need to, wear crystal jewelry that empowers you. I always wear green jade for myself. Back in the day, I used to wear obsidian a lot to ground myself. I have moldavite on me. And just find the stones that connect with you because, yes, there's specific stones like black tourmaline, obsidian for protection. But maybe you find stones that like uplift you. Whatever like crystal jewelry that you feel like you're connecting with. And I always say make it intuitive. Go into any crystal store and just see which crystals call out to you and allow them to guide you. But what I'm hearing is start having your crystal allies. These are allies from Earth. They're conscious living beings. They're spirits that are here to empower you. And through that, I'm hearing it'll help with your grounding. Being in nature too, whether that's a park, if you live in the city, like you will find that your spiritual channel will be more open and clear and fluid. I'm just hearing that you have so many talents, you have so much gifts, you have so much compassion, you have so much wisdom to offer, and you would be doing a disservice to the world if you keep hiding. So whenever you're watching this, all right, because this is a timeless reading, but I'm just hearing like, yo, get ready to start going out. If you don't feel ready right now, 2 weeks, a month tops, but you need to be out there because you have people that you're supposed to meet, people that you're supposed to empower, people who are going to mutually empower you. There's no more vampiric relationships here. And you're supposed to find love soon. Not find love. Love is supposed to find you. Okay? You're not supposed to find love. Love is supposed to find you, but it can't find you if you're hidden in the dark, all right? That was y'all's reading. I hope that this was a service to you. Remember that I offer private readings. How to find that is on the about below. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you can find my handle on the about below. Stay beautiful, stay abundant, stay great. If y'all ever have any reading ideas y'all want me to do, please let me know in the comments below. I appreciate y'all and really, really, really honor your journey. You have done so much healing work, and spirit and the universe is proud of you and celebrating you.